All right, what would it mean to you if you paid zero in property taxes? Well, tonight a Grassroots group is continuing its effort to abolish all property taxes in Ohio.
Yeah, they won't be able to make their case to the voters this year, but they are not going away or backing down from that cause.
Well, 10 TV political reporter Doug Petcash is live in Grandview tonight with the latest on their effort to amend the Constitution and how people feel about it. I can't imagine, taxpayers will be upset about that, Doug.
That kind of depends on who you ask, Yolanda. Many people in neighborhoods like this all over the state would like a break on their property taxes. State leaders on both sides of the aisle say it's one of the biggest concerns they hear from their constituents, and it's one of the biggest issues we hear about at our 10 TV Listens town halls. Now, a group pushing a sweeping change to property taxes is not giving up just because they missed one deadline.
Sherry Smith loves her East Columbus home and the flowers she's planted over the last 25 years.
You know why I love lavender?
But over the last 10 years, she says her property tax has nearly doubled to $600 every 6 months.
What would it mean to you to get some property tax relief?
It would mean that I could go to a grocery store and not have to keep handing things back to the cashier and saying, I can't afford this right now. I can't afford this.
A Grassroots group is pushing a measure to make Sherry's and every other property owner's property taxes $0. Volunteers are collecting signatures to put a constitutional amendment abolishing property taxes in Ohio on the ballot in 2026.
We have collected petitions from 76 of the 88 counties.
Brian Massey sits on the 5-member committee organizing the effort. He says they believe homeownership is the foundation of freedom.
Right now, with the complex property tax system that we have, taxing us on unrealized gains, people are finally tuning in that we're merely just renters from the government.
The group missed the July 2nd deadline to turn in more than 400,000 valid voter signatures to the Secretary of State to put the amendment to voters this year. So they're setting their sights on next year.
We're not going to go away. We're serious about this. This is not just a pie in the sky. We want our freedom and liberty, and that starts with home ownership.
Massey says the group is not opposed to paying taxes, but wants property taxes shifted to sales or income taxes or fees for service, such as fire protection. When asked about the proposed amendment in May, Governor Mike DeWine expressed reservations.
Well, I don't know how you abolish property tax completely without raising other taxes. I mean, this is a significant way that we fund our schools.
You know what? I understand those people's frustration.
Sherry Smith would love some property tax relief, but says abolishing them would be a step too far.
And I knew it was going to quite possibly take money away from schools, take money away from the fire department, the police department, teacher. That's unacceptable to me.
Last week, Governor DeWine vetoed several provisions in the proposed state operating budget that would have provided property tax relief. He said he did it to protect students and schools from the impacts of funding cuts. But just over an hour ago, we learned the House will be back in session on July 21st to consider overriding those specific line item vetoes of the governors. For now, live in Grandview Heights, Doug Petcash, 10 TV News.